Going okay?
Yep, that's good.
Yeah. Bearing in mind, I was going to watch football today, but I forgot that I'm recording, so I thought stuff at football can wait for a different day.
Oh yeah, your your team's match.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Hey Astra, welcome.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Can you?
Yep, that's good.
Okay, that's good. Cool. All right. So we're here finally. Brandon will join in about some time. So he needs some time, but he will eventually come. So how was your week in choices, and how did you enjoy, or in any other interactive store you guys played?
Hmm. Yeah, true. So this week was pretty good actually. In terms of choices, I did play a couple of chapters, like the Queen Bee one, and also the Surrender chapter from yesterday. Was kind of interesting.
Hmm.
I thought that maybe that there would be an update for an important plot event in that book, but it looks like it's kind of like a little bit of a relaxed episode or chapter. Other than
Okay.
that, I played like some Across the Void chapters too. I do love that book. I know it's not very popular, but I kind of like it mostly just because of the character.
Yeah, as long as you like it, why should you care about what anybody else says?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What about you? How was your week?
Me, I forgot to renew my VIP, and then we had a little chat, me and an earband, and I thought, well, what's the point of resubscribing? Because I'm not paying £15 just to read two books and then not read another book. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but I didn't end up renewing it. I cannot be bothered.
that's a
It's
smart
it's
move.
not worth the money all the time. Look, if they were releasing more books, sorry, you were just asking us how we are and what we were doing. No, but honestly though, if they're releasing more books, I'd pay that amount of money. But if I've read all the other books in the app, then what is VIP? What am I going to do with VIP if the thing is going on hiatus? What is it? Wake of the Dead. Surrender's just surrender. That's all it is. and and
Crimes
Crimes
of
of
Passion.
Passion. I mean, I'm not paying that much money just to read two books, so I'm not renewing it until there's yeah. So,
February. Yeah, that's a smart move also because you can, renew in February and then you can read all of the release chapters of,
yeah.
you know, Crimes of Passion or Surrender and new chapters
Hmm.
for Wake the Dead. You can save your money that way. Yeah, that's a smart
Yeah,
move.
because it was weird. I don't know if it's a glitch on my app or anybody else's, but I haven't got VIP because it has like a blue line where the diamonds and the keys are. But yeah, it says play with VIP. I said, well, I haven't got VIP. So why would it? I thought, oh, don't bait me like this. I wasn't. Not about 3 o'clock in the morning. So I thought, what the hell's wrong with my phone? So I threw it. But yeah, apart from that, I've had a good week.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know because Wake the Dead got stopped. It kind of makes VIP a little harder to want to pay for now. So I that was a disappointment to hear about it. Maybe they already planned to put the book on a pause for a while, but it just felt very sudden.
Hmm.
yeah, that was a
I
sudden move.
don't
Yeah,
know about you two. If you know this, I saw this on Instagram earlier. Um, just flicking through Instagram, sorry. And I saw a post saying all the upcoming books, I think it's Untamable and there's another one, they're both gender customizable, the main character.
yeah,
They're not gender locked. I don't know if you
yeah,
saw that, any of you saw that, but yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Except
saw
for
But I,
that.
Princess Love.
but I had heard that some of them might, I'm not saying who told me, because let's say that person was right about being about Poppy, but nobody believed me, but you know. But yeah, one of them might be gender locked. Not near your pillar. Oh, sorry, I'm not thinking straight. Um,
Oh, it's
single love.
Princess Swap.
Yeah, I've got
Oh,
a feeling that might be the book. What's single love interest?
Oh, I heard about that. So it's maybe Untamable might be the one that has a single love
Yeah.
interest.
Yeah.
I don't know about
And
any of you two. Yeah, sorry. This is I'm just not shut up talking today. Don't worry, I took any happy pills. Don't worry about that. But like, I forgot what I was going to say now. Untamable could go two ways. Could it mean another book like Surrender, or is it? I have no idea what it's going to be about. But I'm not holding out much hope just because of the title, to be honest.
Yeah, the title kind of makes me think of Surrender also. And I realized like after doing a bit more searching that the stories that are like Surrender are actually very popular on other apps. So it does seem like there's actually a lot of fans that do enjoy that type of story. It's an interesting one. It's exciting because it's very different than any of
Mm.
the other books that Pixelberry has. Um, but I guess it's more popular than I thought it would be. Because some fans are not. Some choices fans do not like that book very much right now. But I
yeah,
guess it's because it's very popular. I wouldn't be surprised if Pixelberry releases other books that are similar to it. Like they
Yeah,
probably will, because especially if it does bring in a lot of money.
I think. Sorry, man. You've not got. It's your bloody podcast, and I've not shut up talking. I'm sorry.
oh no, that's okay. We're here to
No,
talk. Yeah,
like I was
take your
saying,
time, talk.
I think what's annoyed me the most about upcoming books, and this is my biggest pet peeve, as much as I don't want to say this, I hate single love interest books. Hands down. I do not like them. They are terrible. That's
Do you find it to be boring?
yeah. It's just. I mean, that's the thing. If I don't like the love interest in a book I pay for, let me get that out there. What I used to pay for. Well, I'm going to be not until next month now. But like, what am I supposed to do if I don't like the love interest and it's not got a good plot? But yeah, but obviously, I mean, everybody's each to their own. They can like what they like, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. To be honest, I can't change it. But that's why I've not bothered to buy VIP. Because if they're just going to come out to the general public anyway, then well, not the general public, you know what I mean. But like non-VIPs, then what's the point of me having VIP? So,
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially because now VIP has changed and it's not really like to keep books VIP for a couple of months. They get released earlier now. So I think that a lot of the books are gonna become VIP at the beginning, and then they'll become like or they'll be released to everyone like maybe a month or two later. I'm thinking that's what Pixelberry is doing at the moment, is that they're releasing everything as a VIP, and then later on changing it.
to get people
Yeah,
just to pay money.
Yeah, I think it's a move just for financial reasons. Yeah.
But, yeah. Sorry, I'll stop talking for about an hour now.
oh no, it's fine. We're here to talk, so that's perfectly okay as long as they're talking.
Yeah, as long
Yeah,
as it's not like on a first date. Like, hi, hello. Well, yeah,
yeah,
it's better to talk than to talk about
yeah,
nothing.
of course. Excuse me, sorry, I have a cold. But anyway, yeah. So about single love interest book, um, I would say I understand what you're talking about, Mag, because a single love interest books, like if you like the love interest or like the character they're given, then you can play 100 books, in one heartbeat. But if you don't like them, then it's really hard to play through the chapters. So it's like it has either side of these. So, but for if you have multiple love interests, then you can choose. And yeah, that's. But I think as we go in, I think we're gonna see more single love interest book rather than multiple love interest book because that's kind of. I think the story is easier to go if you have just a single love
Mhm.
interest, specifically romance based.
Yeah.
So that's just a thing I think.
I
Yeah,
think
I
I said this
agree
to
with
you.
that.
Yes, I said this to an earband the other day in private, didn't I? I think it was private. Yeah, I said, look, that's you. I think you, Astra, are going to be shocked at this, and a lot of people will, because I know I've I have who I am, and I do say stupid stuff sometimes without thinking. And I apologise to anybody, but I think that's what's annoyed me the most about Crimes of Passion. I think that's just what's made me a bit stronger on my opinion about I don't like single love interest book because of what I've read of Crimes of Passion so far. I actually don't like the way the main the love interest is. Yeah, but I said to you and Iban, didn't I, that I'd read it for the plot
Yeah.
because at least it has a good plot up to now. Yeah, but I've gotten my eye on. I think I might have an idea who has um, murdered that person up to
Oh,
now.
really? You know, the
Yeah.
character that gives me very bad vibes for some
Mm,
reason is both like her the what was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, Sonia's friend that was
mm,
in that series. She kind of gives off a weird vibe, and so does
mm,
like the writer too.
mm,
Was it one of them that you think it is?
mm. Didn't if I'm oh no I can't say this because it's a big part of the plot. How do I say this? Without spoiling it, God, it's like trying to telepathically tell somebody something, but you can't particularly say it. Right? How do I say this? God,
True.
the main character's parents didn't are they here anymore? I don't
No, yeah,
think.
yeah, they're not because the main
Well,
character.
and into that he doesn't actually know who the person who did it to him is. Wouldn't it be funny if the person who did that to the main character's parents be the person who did this? God, that'd be a plot twist.
Oh, like
That
it lives
would
within.
very good.
Do you
Oh
know what? I've
yeah,
just literally thought of that now, and I don't know why. But it's like that would be a good plot twist. But like up to now, like I said, sorry, going off track. I don't really like the love interest in that book. The, yeah, she just gives
I
off snobby vibes.
that's
Which
true. It does ruin it if you don't like the character. That's the
that's what I
biggest
mean.
negative part about the single love interest books is if you don't like that love interest, then it kind of ruins the series. I think at least if they're going to do if Pixelberry is going to be going down the route of doing more single love interest, I would love to see them having a second love interest, but one that's unofficial. So you could like still get romance points with them. It's kind of like Zoe from Queen Bee, how it's technically a single love interest book, but they do have
Yeah,
Zoe and Poppy. So I would be okay if they were to explore that route
yeah,
more, but as long as they have like their Zoe for that other book, I don't know how Crimes and Passion is going to be like because it doesn't. We haven't seen any other character that we could romance or flirt with. Like with Zoe, we could have done. We were able to do that in the first chapter, or I believe it was the first or second for the book one. But here we don't see that, so it looks like it's definitely probably going to be strictly a single love interest book. I could be wrong though, so maybe in the future, like I'll see something different. But I would be cool with seeing something like that where you have multiple options, even if they're not like the official love interest, because you could still enjoy the story somehow.
yeah.
Yeah.
An Airban, right? What I
Yeah.
will say is, and Astra will agree with me here. Just before you go and talk about something else, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if you person look, I've said my opinions, and Astra's probably told you yours. I don't know. I've probably not been listening because I've had a rough week. But like, what I will say is, if you don't like the love interest, you will like the plot because the plot so far there is what I've read of it up to the three chapters or four chapters. I can't remember what I read. It's actually been so good so far, and you will actually like it. It throws you straight into the action, and I mean straight into the action.
That's
It's
interesting.
Yeah,
yeah,
in the middle of it actually too, it's like the way that the book starts is really memorable.
yeah,
That's interesting.
right.
Can't wait now.
Yeah. But yeah, you will like the plot. I will
Okay.
tell you that.
Yeah. About single love interest books, I would say so far, there are very few single love interest books I enjoyed, but I think books like Shipwrecked or With Every Heartbeat and A Very Scandalous Proposal, I see these books being single love interest and as good as that. But books like the Nanny Affair and some other books, I think there could have just been multiple love interests or even surrender. I know there are lots of other there potential love interests are there who could have been a love interest or so yeah, that's an interesting point. But when you talk about a very scandalous proposal, is looking at the plot, it's good as single love interest book because otherwise
Yeah,
there would have been
yeah,
could have been complications and stuff. And with every heartbeat, of course, interest book and shipwrecked. Yep, single love interest book. It's good, but you know the some other books that just doesn't make sense to have just one love interest.
yeah. I think as
Right.
well. Yeah, because I thought at first, if you want me to be honest, like the Royal Romance. I think we talked about that before, where I actually honestly thought it was going to be a single love interest book because of Liam, but then it wasn't. And I think I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. Tell me to shut up if you want me to. But that's what I actually like about Liam's character. You reject him, but like he doesn't take it. Yeah, but yeah, I think what annoys me the most. I think that's what I said. As long as it's got a good plot, and I like romance. I'm not saying I don't despise it, but if it's what I'm trying to say is, if I want romance, I want it done properly, not just like thrown in your face. Like the plot, you know what I'm trying to say? Like they're not throwing it in your face, as in to say, "Oh look, go and do this, go and do that every chapter, do this, do that." When they said it's going to be a plot book as well, shipwreck for that
Mhm.
matter. But like, yeah, as long as the love interest is not a self-centered person and they're actually sweet, lovable, stuff like that, not just yeah. I think we spoke about that in the event, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, no point getting more into it.
Well, when it comes to the crimes of passion love interest, immediately, like before the book was released, we got the character description saying that they're egotistical and everything. They're not as
And
bad as I thought. I guess
no,
it's like for everyone, they do have different preferences, but I noticed that the character is not actually as bad as I thought they were. Because I
no.
thought they were going to be like a very heartless character, but they're actually kind
Oh
of
yeah,
fun and they seem to care about some things in their life, but but they do
yes,
have that general attitude of not caring about stuff. So I know that's something
yeah.
that some people probably don't really like, but they seem to
Mm.
be a very decent character, especially if they're focusing on something they're passionate about,
Yeah,
like trying to get
that's
answers
without
about what
spoiling
happened.
anything. That's without
Yeah.
spoiling anything as well, isn't it? Yeah. But like that, I think as much as I at first though, I think that's what annoyed me because I messaged you in the event, didn't I, about it? I said this
Yeah.
book, if it's going to carry on like this, like the way she would just fight it. I think I'm not going to get into it in too much detail because I'll probably end up throwing my phone at the wall. But no, but honestly, you don't want to ask me about how angry I was about that. But honestly, yeah, when sometimes she can be a bit of a upper self, say, like she's got up her own upper thingy, upper bum. But like when she likes something and when she wants it and she wants to help, wink, um, yeah, she goes for it, and I don't mean that in a sexual way. Sorry, that sounded wrong. But like she goes for it, she does it. She don't care about anything else but doing that goal and just helping everybody. I think that's what I like about her. But
Yeah.
About Tristan?
yeah, that's a. It's not because I'm not stumbling because don't know what to say. I'm stumbling because I don't want to spoil anything.
I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything major either, but I'm gonna try to be careful about that
Yeah,
going forward too, because I don't know if I spoiled anything or not, but
Nope.
she does have some redeeming qualities, like the passion to um,
yep, yep.
dive
That's
deep
all I'm
into
looking.
the issue that they care about. That's the good
Mm.
thing. It's an admirable quality from Tristan. The other thing that is probably not as admirable is that they claim that they partied a lot. So it seems kind of like there's some of the recklessness that they have, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously,
Playboy, Playgirl. That.
I
yeah,
think probably that'll get in the way more than people think in the plot. I've got a gut feeling about that. I
yeah,
think I
that's
saw it in another book. I can't remember what book I was reading. Oh, what is the book? Sorry, it sounds like I'm really happy now for some reason. Honestly, I'm having mood swings here. It's like no, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. I'll offend a lot of people. Like a mismatch. Like what's the love interest name in that? Where she thought she was doing the right thing, but she
Jake.
wasn't, or he. Yeah,
Yeah, Jacqueline or Jack, depending on the
yeah.
one.
What has everybody read that book? So I don't want to spoil anything.
I read it.
I I have
Yeah,
seen the playthrough, so
yeah,
you're good to go.
yeah. That, but yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like in that book, where she thought she was doing the right thing, but then she actually wasn't, and then yeah, I think like you said, because like the partying thing and like the recklessness, I think without spoiling anything, that'll get in the way more. Because let's leave it on this note. Yeah, this might be a hint, it might not be. Money can't buy everything. That's what I will say. So
Yeah, you know that's very true though. That's like it leaves another question, like if you think it's that character or not.
yeah,
And that's a very interesting point too, because the the matchmaker love interest is very different because they're very flawed, but at
yep.
least they're not as but they're not 100% bad. So they
Nope.
definitely turn around, which was good, but they were definitely very flawed, like at the beginning. So
Yeah, that's what I mean.
that's making me wonder also if this love interest from Crimes of Passion is going to also become flawed at one point,
Yeah.
then do a complete turnover later on. So that's something I'm thinking could happen too, or maybe it could be like part of an event in the book where they become very selfish or reckless, and then it causes a huge problem in the book. So I'm
And they
thinking
get
that could.
divided apart, and then there's all this chapter where they want to do this, they want to do the opposite to that. That's not correct. They'll have a big fight, and they'll end up making up about a chapter later. Well, that's not the nanny affair, so they can't do that, can they? So
Well, the book title "Crimes of Passion" made me think that it was that kind of book. So
yep,
that's why I'm so surprised because I'm reading these first four chapters and it doesn't seem
yeah,
like those books.
no,
I don't know though. Like it could turn out to be like that later in the book, but I'm glad that at least the plot is the focus now because that's what makes
yeah.
sense.
And now I'll shut up because I'm looks like I've had happy pills today.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I mean, Crimes of Passion. I'm looking forward to it after you know those descriptions from you guys. I mean, when I heard the name Crimes of Passion, I thought it was really well done. Or maybe we will navigate the criminal mind because crimes of passion. So maybe the killer is like a psycho killer who's passionate about like maybe they got a heartbreak someday and they kill people for the satisfaction or So I don't know. I thought just when I first heard the name Crimes of Passion, I thought maybe it's gonna be a really a book where we're going to
Oh
delve
my
into
god!
the criminal mind. So yeah, I'm excited for now after the description
Uh,
you guys gave.
do you know what?
Yeah.
I think Astro will probably know what I'm saying without actually spoiling anything. The book Crimes of Passion, that saying, this is to both of you, is actually where you do it out of love, where just do something and you just kill them, right? Because of love or to do like romance stuff to do like that. Yeah, I've just thought of something who it could be, but
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure.
something I'm now I know what you mean. You're
Yeah,
saying that it could have been a motive from that character. I can
yes,
see.
because that character did. Yeah, wow.
That's something to think about, actually. Yeah, because when we learned more from the character, someone who's
Yep.
very close to the character, they gave some background information, which gave a lot of good detail to it, and that could be like an underlying reason for that. I'm gonna think about that too because there's just a lot of mystery around it. Like no one really
Yep.
knows what happened, but who knows? That's a good point,
No,
though.
but
I didn't think about it
Mm.
like that.
now I'm more sad about Crimes of Passion.
Honestly, you will like it.
Okay, fingers crossed. I'm really excited about Crimes of Passion. The release date can't come sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And plus, because we didn't get Most Wanted book two, so this is another way to satisfy those fans.
redemption. Yeah, yeah. So, Brandon, I think he's still like booting his device. But meanwhile, when he comes, so we will go into a very limited book zone. But before he comes, I do have some imposter suggestion from Eric again. So get ready. These are not very,
Oh, that's the point. Did you find out who that character was?
yeah, he said it was the Gaius and Kane. I think Astra did ask me. I'm really
I
sorry, I forgot.
told you both. Nobody believed me.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it
the
was
character
Kane.
is meant to be Gaius? Oh,
No,
that makes
he said
sense.
Gaius and Kane, both of
I
them.
told
Oh,
you. Sorry to sound up my own arse here, but I told you both. Nobody believed me.
Yep. I mean,
you know,
I was.
it makes sense because they both are characters that have that type of description. It makes a
But
lot of sense.
it's
Because we,
sorry, but it's like
Yeah,
what book is it? Like what
the
is it? What
Elemental,
is it? What is it?
Bloodbound,
No, the other book. The other book. The Duffy. What's the name of that book? It's like
Veil
him.
of Secrets.
Yes, you don't necessarily think of the person. See what I mean? You think he's a better person, Gaius, but he redeems himself, so you think, oh no, it can't be him. But then, it's like, I told you it's both, but,
Yep. So it seems like
Like,
he said in the premiere of the episode that it's Gaius and Kane.
oh, okay. So that's
He
cool then, because so that means that we don't have just a
no,
limit to one character, and that that
no.
makes that makes it easier going forward. Actually,
Yeah.
because
yeah.
But no, no, no.
But,
Here,
but
here's the clear.
necessarily, then nobody was wrong then. You two
Yeah.
said that, and I said
For
mine, so
today's,
it's like,
yeah, but for today's, the questions he gave, they have definite answers. So, yeah. So these are not like you know
yeah, so,
multiple, but we have just okay. All right. So, are you ready?
yeah.
I
Yeah, so
guess,
but
yeah.
I just want to quickly get over with it because before Brandon comes in, because I don't think he has read these books. But anyway, all right.
Oh,
Who am? Yeah, this character only cares for ratings and great drama here, but you do have the option to sass at her in her red suit.
Oh,
is
right,
it
can you
a?
repeat that again, please?
I will. This
Please,
character
right.
only cares for ratings and great drama here, but you do have the option to sass at her in her red suit.
Oh, is it Piper from America's Most Eligible?
Yeah, you're right.
Told you.
Who were you
Do you
thinking?
know,
I haven't read through the. I haven't gotten very far in that book actually.
Okay. All right,
What was
so
the character name?
say it, Mac, again.
sorry, Piper, wasn't it?
Piper. Yeah, Piper.
Oh,
Amy. That's right.
Piper. Okay, that's pretty
Sorry,
cool.
I didn't know you didn't read Amy, but yeah. Next one.
It doesn't, it doesn't bother me. It's cool.
Okay. Okay, next one. Both of you have read. Who am I? This character is a side character, but is friends with your main character here at a particular school with different countries.
Oh, is it?
Is it Dion?
Yeah, it's
Yep,
Dion.
Dion. Yep,
It is. It is.
yep. I knew it.
Cool.
That one straight away.
Yeah, the country one gave it away. All right, next one.
Yep.
This character is a bit closed off from your main character in the story here at the beginning, but does eventually open up to you as you get to know him, hint love interest, and you go through some tough battles and tough times together in this survival. Who is the character?
Is it Eli or
Yeah, Wake the Dead.
that?
What
Oh,
the what you are doing? You guys are just
I
today you
know.
guys are,
It's it's like I don't know about you, but with me, today it's like somebody's just don't take this the wrong way. No, I'm not going to say it like that because no, I'm not even going to say because it'll sound wrong and then it'll take the wrong way and then everybody will start laughing at me. But it's like all the negative energies that's going to happen to me today for some stupid reason. I don't know where it is. It's like I'm
Oh,
having mood
that's
swings, man. It's ridiculous.
yeah. Yeah, it's like British weather, you know. Like it's raining
Oh,
now, and
come on, don't be that horrible to me. It was bloody raining here. You know, it's sunny. No, no, it's cloudy, sorry. And people
yeah,
looking at me like, what are you doing looking out the window speaking to yourself? But yeah,
yeah. All right,
that's
next one. You guys are doing pretty well. Who am I? This character has a red dress and an elegant old vintage manner hint love interest. Okay, and it's from a supernatural book. Even
Oh,
though
I know.
they're in time, you have the power to bring them back to reality.
Oh,
Is this Eleanor, right?
yep, Eleanor from Hunting on Braidwood Manor.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
Eleanor.
Yep.
So, the speed of answering for both of you today is faster
Yep.
than the velocity of light. But this next one, I personally think you both are gonna get stumped, or like you at least need to think. But if you get this instantly, I mean, I would have just like huge respect because I personally would have not answered this last question instantly, like never.
God,
All right, let's go. Who am I?
you're an
These
A-man. That's a good one. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no. These characters are side characters originally from a circus and wear red and blue clothing, but they have a silly personality as you get to know them while traveling
Oh, I know
on
this.
a ship. Go on. Go on.
Wait, are you allowing me to answer now?
Yeah. Please go on.
Is
I,
it the
I
character named Ada
from.
from Distant Shores and her brother?
I'm gonna go to sleep now. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Wait,
I wouldn't have had a clue.
Huh?
I wouldn't have had a clue because I haven't read. I've had like 2 chapters.
Oh, you haven't. So
oh,
okay, so one for you and one for you. You guys didn't read, so there you go. So that's all Eric shared, and you guys just wow, that was faster than I thought.
Yeah.
that's because we're choices experts.
Yeah, gotta give it to you,
For God's sake. Sorry about this, but
Brandon.
another point. I hate living near an airport, you know. It's bloody horrible. You get bloody everything going over. It's annoying. Sorry.
Yeah, Brandon is coming now, so oh, we can start with the books he has read. So yeah, I just finished it off before he comes in.
Cool. Okay, that's good to hear. So Brandon's gonna be joining really soon. Then that's awesome.
Yeah. So Mag, do you have a list?
Nope.
Okay, so Astra, you have.
Yeah, I do. I
Okay,
have a list.
okay, that's cool. And we'll see what Brandon brings. But when Brandon comes, I have one that Brandon has also read, and all of us has read. All of us have read here. That's gonna
Oh,
be exciting.
that's pretty good.
I'm pretty invested and excited about the one I've written. You know, it's just a bit special to me.
Well, it's either
That's
America's Most
good.
Eligible or High School Story, man, because I know you like them 2 books.
I don't know. I'll give you the chance. I'm not admitting to anything now, but you guys did really well.
Thank you. I know how you feel though. When I was writing my character descriptions, I was very happy about it. Like it's kind of like a personal feeling of satisfaction and hoping that everyone gets it right too. Yeah, it's fun. Like I even woke up earlier today and I wrote a couple more of them just for fun. Just because I love remembering the different characters, going back to that moment from the
Yeah,
story.
for those.
It happened with me, you know, with Rife. I thought, yeah, nobody's going to get this. Somebody got it, like, because I messed it up myself. I thought, well, that were a bunch of bloody nothing then, wasn't it? That's what annoys me the most. You think, oh, nobody's going to get this. Oh, it's Rafe. Yeah, because I bloody spoilt it, saying he's got white hair. I
Yeah,
think.
the twin.
Are you? Yeah. I've got one, but it'll piss a lot of people off, so I'm not going to say it. So.
Oh, you mean you have a? I would love to hear it if you have a
No,
question for it.
no, 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 no,
Yeah, come on, man.
no,
Go.
no, no, no. Do you want me to never speak again and get cancelled and get police onto me? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, that depends. How bad? On a scale of one
Not
to
that kind
ten.
of police, though, and a nearby knows what I mean.
No, I don't
That's
know.
all
I
I'll say.
seriously don't know. I seriously don't know. I mean, come on, give
Let's
it.
just say, I'll give you, if I feel like
Is it Bastille?
doing, is it Bastille? No, I'd rather punch him in the face and burn him. But, like, God, people think I'm a psychopath. I'm not.
So,
I'm just
so
mentally
if you do
unstable.
have like a choices character description, even if it's kind of a little out there, I'm up for it. Like, I'd love to hear it.
Look,
I would
if I
definitely too.
do, if I do, and I might do, I might not. I will say, like, one clue up to now I'll give you. There's not one of them. And I don't
Okay.
mean imposters. This one imposter.
Male love interest?
No, this one. No, I'm trying to give you a clue here. This one imposter can be classed as loads of imposters. But it's only one.
Okay.
Because there's quite a lot of them.
I mean,
You mean like a character that has many identities or has a lot of fake identities?
Well, that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say for now. And then, if I feel like saying
Okay.
it, right, I think I've still got the paper. Still. Oops, sorry. It fell
So
off me. Oh, I
for
feel that.
any of like the choices characters, like even if you're kind of hesitant about it, I'm the type of person who wants to just try anyway. So yeah, like feel free, honestly.
um, let's see how many paragraphs is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about yeah, and that's just for one person. Oh, good God. Yeah.
that's interesting.
That's
Oh
funny.
God. I will warn anybody if I mean no offense, and that's all I'll say for now to anybody. I mean no offense to any. No, I'm just speaking as a person about who the imposter is. Not for now, but I'll probably tell later. Right. I forgot what I'm going to say.
Who
I'm
is
going
it?
to say, don't take it to heart. I mean no harm. It's just not. It's just an observation. So
Oh, like,
don't come at me.
whoa,
It's
whoa, whoa,
just
whoa,
an
whoa, whoa, whoa,
opinion.
whoa, whoa, whoa. So, the don't take it to heart. Is it? Are you speaking in first person or like what is it? Is it the character description?
To be or not to be. Let's just say that.
Come on, man. You're reading Shakespeare to me.
Do you know what the funniest thing is? You're going to think I'm weird here. I was actually just thinking that to Shakespeare. I was just thinking of you thinking that I'm Shakespeare saying that, and then you just went out and said it. And here, man, are you sure you're not in my house or something? Or in my mind?
Okay.
Do you want to know the funniest thing about all that?
Yeah. What?
I've just gave a big clue of who one of my imposters is.
Oh.
See? It's a trick. Well, not a trick, but I'd said it just so I could say a certain word. What I've just said is quite pivotal to a person. Is a quite a big quantity of an imposter I've got written down.
The to
So
be or not to be?
no, you'll see. But like I said, I'm surprised you didn't hear me. You know, honestly, are you in my mind or something, Nirvan? Because this is annoying. What is it today? We've literally last week's imposters. We were stumped at everything. Now it's just I was thinking about Shakespeare, then you said it. That's what you think I am. It's like, well, what the bloody hell's going on today? But you know, when people are in your mind, then what can you do?
Oh, Lexi, who has Ina in her mind always.
True.
Do you want to know the
Yes.
funniest thing?
Yeah. What? No, I don't know.
That's one of my imposters I've just been talking about, but you've not known.
Oh.
Honestly, you won't. I'm not saying this just to annoy anybody, but I'm not as. I'm just going to say it bluntly. I'm not as stupid as people think I am. So it's like, yeah, but yeah, I've just said quite a lot of points, like to be and not to be. I'm in a different person's body, you know. So I'm not right now. I'm on the podcast, but like I'm talking about the imposter. That is. Sorry, I just want to get that out there.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
That's good.
okay. So it's kind of like you're giving us some preliminary information before giving the actual imposter answer. I mean,
Yeah,
question later. That's
yeah.
cool with me. It's like you have something to think about in the
You
meantime.
know what? Do you know what the funniest thing is? I've actually said who the person is and what they do quite a lot.
Hmm. So
It's
I'm.
it's like in it's like you both have known who it is without actually saying it. It's like you've said it, and I'll just say one thing: Iniban the most.
Oh,
The mo-
okay.
Oh god. You know what? I might just carry on with this. This is my imposter then. What I've just been talking about. Right.
uh-huh.
So that's literally what I've wrote down. What I would just been saying that's what I'll do in that. But now I've got nothing else to say. Right.
Oh no, no, okay. One thing you can do, you can just back up, and you can just
That's what I'm trying to think. I'm
yeah.
trying to give you clues because obviously everything I've just said is me actually telling you without actually telling you. I'm telling you about the imposter.
That's interesting. That was a really good twist. But yeah, like,
Mm,
without giving it away, can you keep this act on?
yep.
Yeah.
Right. Do you know what the funniest thing is? And I'm not just saying this. Actually, a lot of people have said that. I'm good at that. God, it sounds like I'm. Look. Going off the topic here. I'm not a psychopath. I'm not a mind reader. Well, I'm not. Nobody else. I am not a psychopath. I'm not took happy pills today. It, I'm not. I'm still single, so that's why I'm not happy. That's why I am happy. Well, you know what I mean. Like I'm. Oh God's sake, I'm going off topic here. Sorry, but yeah. But to be honest, I mean, when you know a lot about somebody when they don't know, then that can help them. You see, so yeah.
So, is that like the whole few sentences you said just right
No.
now?
You will see soon because it'll help you later.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good to
That
know.
was another clue.
Hmm, interesting.
I've been thinking about this one for weeks. I'm not going to lie to you. Do you want me to tell you the truth? I actually had it wrote down last week. I've got a full page on it. And I mean, I will say one big clue. If you use two and a certain somebody on a podcast, might be Astra, might be Brandon, it might be you and Evan. Everybody
Um,
knows about this book.
book.
And let's just say this. They help a lot of people. Not a lot, the main character for certain, but they've always tried to help others, but this certain character more because what they're going through at the time is not very good. And they need help.
That's interesting. Okay, all right. Give me some time to think. Ponder over it.
I'm sorry, but if a certain somebody doesn't get this, then I'm going to be shocked.
Um, that makes me think of who it. It makes me think of a certain series now. But if you do end up getting another or giving us another clue, I mean, let
Hmm.
me know. But I'm thinking of a certain book, and because you mentioned that the character has a lot of problems, and I mean, they're helping someone who's going through something very difficult. It makes me think of the characters from It Lives in the Woods because we were shown a lot of the conflicts that they had, like the personal conflicts. So I'm not sure if that's even in the same
But
category.
like in the end of It Lives Beneath, which is probably one of my favourite chapters ever. The bit where like Grandpa and what is it, the brother was in the thingy, and there was like when he had that flashback, and then where Josephine had the hand round the grandpa's throat, and that character said, "Your blood did like the blood scene." That bit where he says, "All that blood summit, let it be broken," or something. That scene there. And yeah, I know what you mean. That bit, yeah, where you could like have flashbacks and flash forwards and how it can help and just stuff like that.
Yeah, I was
But, you know,
thinking along that line because it that was what it reminded me of most, and then the other series would be my first two loves because there's like a very very big personal conflict in that series too. So I'm not
look,
really
and
sure.
this week, look, this is no sass to anybody. This is me being serious. I've been talking about this for the last 5 or 10 minutes. So if nobody gets this, and I've actually given quite a lot of clues, I've actually said quite a lot what it is. And this is what I've said this word quite a lot. And the sentence I've said a lot should have given it away straight away. Easier than Wraith. That's what I will say.
No. There's
But
just I think what's the problem here is that answer me one question, will ya? So at
yeah,
first you said you will get cancelled for this one. Is this the same one or is it a different one?
this might be the one I was going through before, and that's what I mean. I started off with that, but we didn't up to the bit where I said the Shakespeare bit.
Yeah.
From then on forward, it was not that one. It's the different one. Like I said, though, like when you go back in time, say, to get some information to help somebody in the front, I mean, sometimes you have to go back to move forwards, so
Oh.
yeah.
So you're talking about a plot event, plot device where I know that in Endless Summer, the characters had to go back in time at one point, and then there was another book with something like that too.
Distant shores.
Yes, yes, that's
So
true.
close, but yet so far.
With both books, you mean?
Yes. Wait. Oh, wait. Yes, quite far away. Because let's say this one person is. I don't know how to explain it. Because I've said this for the last 10 minutes. I'm trying to think of things on the fly here, which I have done for actually the past 10 minutes. I actually only wrote a couple of points now. But, I'm going on it on the fly. But an airband told me to do it like this, so. But yeah. You've got quite a lot of clues, I'd say. But if not, then throw any questions my way and I'll answer it. Is it a yes or a no question? Because, to be honest, I think I do want to help you, but I don't want to do it
What?
and I don't want to get involved with you. I don't want to help you. I want to help you, but I don't want to help you with what you're going to go through. So, that's another clue.
Oh, okay. That kind
Is
of
it Edward?
reminds me of the Fates.
That's a
Who's
good
the
guess.
face?
Fate. You say.
Oh, okay. So that was the actual. Okay. Wow.
Who is the answer? What's the answer?
Nope. It's not that person.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Good God. If you don't
Oh,
get this one. I
is
certain
it?
somebody who has been on this podcast before, they might be on it now, they might be coming on, but it might be my favourite thing. But yeah, I think, do you know when you want to help somebody with something? Hinting, this is going to be a clue. You want to help somebody with something because you know it'll help them, but you don't want to actually get involved with what they're going to be doing because it'll mess up everything. Because if you do that, then it'll mess everything up, and then God loads, everywhere's taken over.
Is it Edward from Distant Shores?
Nope.
Is it Atlas?
Nope. Used to have got to say, I have actually given you quite a lot of clues because I never told me to speak like this, and I've told you when there has been a clue. So But I will. It's. Look, I'm going to try and simplify it a bit more here. Not because obviously I've told you I've literally written a page out about it and a few points more, but I've thought of stuff on the fly, and because an Eban told me to, so it's like I'm doing the best I can here. I think I'm going to start doing mine like this, you know. Right. But yeah, I mean, have you ever looked at somebody and thought, God, they're not who they are, or they don't look the age they are, you know? Have you ever? Yeah, I thought that quite a lot, to be honest, and about this character as well.
Oh, you mean?
God.
Oh, were you saying like the character is ageless? Was that what you meant?
To be or not to be, you never know. They might be 1 year old. They might be 21 years old. God, I'm getting old now. They might be 5,000 years old. You don't know. Could be. Could be not.
Like an immortal character, maybe like Rhea Apostolus or Camila. You know, I was thinking about like um, about Bloodbound
Huh?
when you mentioned that.
Okay. Is it a supernatural character? Yes or no?
They have powers to help people.
Hmm.
They
No.
can really,
Okay.
really help people. They help people. I'm not going to say that point. Sorry, that'll give it away. Nope, sorry, I can't say that. I apologise, but I can't say that point because that'll give it away. Think of something on the fly, Macaulay, quick. Uh, this person also has somebody there with them. The person who helps the main character in this book. They,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You know how there was a bloodbound scene where the main character needed to train to become better at psychic abilities, um, and there was a very young looking character who was the master, and he has an assistant that helps him also to be able to help the main character. Is it like that type of deal?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. You said yes or no answer question to ask. I'll ask you
Yep.
one question. Tell me yes or no, just okay. Is this character associated with a supernatural book? A book that has a supernatural plot?
It's hard to say, but
Yes or no?
yes. Yes. More yes than no, so I will say yes. More,
That's
about 75 to. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
okay.
Actually, yes, 100% yes.
Does this book have a sequel? I'm using Uno reverse card, but anyway, does this book have a sequel?
Look. I think this has gone on too long now, but let's just say somebody's just said it.
Is it the character that I mentioned? I don't know their name. It was just the master that
Kano
was.
Yoshimasa. You got
Who?
it
Sorry, what was
correct.
that?
You got it
Oh,
correct. Kano
okay.
Yoshimasa.
Good to know. Yeah, I because it reminded me of that. The character
Who is
he
she?
has a very
I said at the start, oh, it's like somebody's in your mind.
okay.
Trying
That makes sense. Yes,
Who is
now I
she?
see.
Who is that character?
Kano Yoshimasa.
I don't know her. I mean, what Bloodbound?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't read that, so okay. But that was a
Oh, okay. No, it is
good,
a. It's actually very good one though. I'll give you that. Like, because it's a character that's important, but then it's not like a
Why
character
can
that's thought about.
yeah,
Okay, all
like
right.
when you
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Just can either of you? I mean, I on the device I'm recording. I don't want to leave the interface now, but can either of you, check on Brandon? Like he wrote to me about 21 minutes ago, jumping on now. So if he has any having any problem or anything, just can you ask him?
Um, yeah, I'll message Brandon.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, you were saying something. Who was saying what? Mac, you were saying something.
No, I'm just saying the fact that sometimes the feeling's mutual now with the fact that.
Yeah, you built the
Yeah,
envi- you built the mystique in a like the mystery environment really well. Like that was
do you know what I'm,
interesting.
John? Do you know? That's what I mean. I know. I apologise for that, but that's the only thing I could have thought of.
No, that was a
Thinking
good
about
one.
it on the fly.
Yeah, that was good. Actually, I was a bit confused at first because he said you're gonna get cancelled, and I thought maybe
Yeah,
it's something like
that's
that
not the one I
character.
was on about. When I
Yeah,
got up to the Shakespeare, I didn't say much before the Shakespeare, but when you said like in the mind, I was thinking because I had this the character wrote down. I thought you're in your mind, and then I thought, yeah, I'll do that now. You know when you subconsciously think of something but you don't realise,
yeah. That was a
and you just
so
just carry
that
on with it.
was
But yeah,
that was just a bit of confusion for me. But other than that, yeah, it was a good one. Even though I didn't read the book, so but
yeah,
it was still a good one.
mm,
Makes me want to read Bloodbound.
but yeah.
Astra, you're here.